Pope Francis. The world woke up in shock on April 21st, 2025. Pope Francis, a figure known for his humility and compassion, passed away at the age of 88. His final years were marked by fragile health, and a stroke followed by heart failure took him away in his sleep. He wasn't just a religious leader, he became a voice for the poor, the forgotten, and the displaced. His papacy broke traditions. He lived simply, spoke softly, and reached places where popes rarely went. Even in death, he broke convention. Instead of being buried beneath St. Peter's Basilica like those before him, he had requested a simple burial, a reflection of the man he truly was. For many, his passing felt like losing a global grandfather, gentle, wise, and deeply human. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman passed away in 2025 at the age of 95. A quiet legend, that is the best way to describe him. For decades, he delivered unforgettable performances in films like The French Connection, Unforgiven, and Superman. His presence on screen was powerful, but his life off-screen was the opposite: calm, private, peaceful. Hackman avoided Hollywood parties and spotlights, choosing instead a simple life filled with writing and reflection. With his death, the golden age of American acting lost one of its strongest pillars. Val Kilmer. On April 1st, 2025, fans around the world mourned the death of Val Kilmer, the beloved actor known for Top Gun, The Doors, Batman Forever, and Heat. He passed away at 65 after years of health complications that began with throat cancer. Even when his voice weakened, his spirit never did. He spoke openly about pain, recovery, and faith, and taught millions what resilience looks like. Kilmer's brilliance on screen and his honesty off-screen made him a symbol of strength. His death felt like losing a bright flame that once burned fearlessly. Ozzy Osbourne. The Prince of Darkness took his final bow on July 22nd, 2025. Ozzy Osbourne wasn't just a musician, he was a cultural force. As the voice of Black Sabbath, he helped invent heavy metal. His style, his energy, and his personality shaped generations of music lovers. He battled illnesses for years, including Parkinson's disease, yet he continued recording, performing, and connecting with fans. Even when he couldn't move the way he once did, his spirit stood tall. When he died at 76, tributes poured in from every corner of the world. A true original had left the stage. Hulk Hogan. 2 days after Ozzy, on July 24th, 2025, the world lost another giant, wrestling legend Hulk Hogan. At 71, he died from complications following surgery. For millions of kids in the 80s and 90s, Hogan wasn't just an athlete, he was a superhero. His charisma, energy, and iconic catchphrases made him the face of professional wrestling. He brought wrestling into mainstream culture long before it became global entertainment. His death marked the end of an era for WWE fans, the era of red bandanas, giant muscles, and unmatched showmanship. Diane Keaton. Hollywood dimmed its lights on October 11th, 2025 for Diane Keaton. She passed away at 79 after battling bacterial pneumonia. Keaton was one of the few actresses who created her own style, literally and artistically. The hats, the suits, the glasses, she never followed trends, she created them. From Annie Hall to The Godfather to Father of the Bride, her performances were filled with heart, vulnerability, and charm. She lived gracefully, she left gracefully, and she left behind a body of work that will forever be studied and admired. Roberta Flack. On February 24th, 2025, the soft, soulful voice behind Killing Me Softly fell silent. Roberta Flack passed away at 88 after a difficult battle with ALS, a disease that slowly robbed her of the ability to sing. Yet even when her voice faded, her music never did. Her songs carried emotion like few others could. She sang with such tenderness that entire generations fell in love through her melodies. Her death left a quiet sadness, fitting for a woman whose music lived in quiet beauty. Marianne Faithfull. British singer Marianne Faithfull, who rose to fame in the 1960s, passed away in 2025 at age 78. Her life was a storm: fame, addiction, heartbreak, reinvention, but she survived every wave. Her voice carried the weight of her life's battles, and her resilience made her an icon of raw, unfiltered honesty. Her legacy is not just her music, but the story of a woman who refused to break. Giorgio Armani. On September 4th, 2025, fashion lost one of its most refined minds. Giorgio Armani died at age 91. He changed fashion forever. His designs weren't loud, they were elegant. They weren't flashy, they were powerful. He simplified luxury and made sophistication global. From Hollywood red carpets to corporate boardrooms, Armani became a universal symbol of taste and class. With his death, fashion lost a king, the king of minimalism, precision, and timeless beauty. Here it is exactly as you asked. Jeannie Seely. Country music legend Jeannie Seely died on August 1st, 2025 at 85. Known as Miss Country Soul, she was a pillar of the Grand Ole Opry and one of the genre's most loved voices. Her passing came after complications from surgeries and infection, but even in her final year, she continued performing. Her devotion to music never faded. For decades, she inspired young singers, pushed boundaries, and brought soul into country music in a way few ever have. Loretta Swit. On May 30th, 2025, fans of classic television mourned the loss of Loretta Swit, famous for her role as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on Mass H. She died at 87. She gave the world a character who was strong, funny, emotional, and human, all at the same time. She also dedicated much of her later life to animal activism, using her fame to protect the voiceless. Her passing felt like saying goodbye to a warm and unforgettable era of TV history. Michael Madsen. Michael Madsen, known for his unforgettable roles in Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill, died on July 3rd, 2025, at the age of 67. His death was caused by heart failure, worsened by long-term heart issues. Madsen's screen presence was unmatched, intense, gritty, and deeply emotional. He brought raw humanity to every character he played. With more than 300 film credits, he became one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces. His death shocked many, especially those who admired his tough guy image and vulnerable performances. Gloria Romero. Filipino cinema mourned the loss of Gloria Romero on January 25th, 2025. She passed away at 91 after hospitalization. For decades, she was one of the most loved actresses in the Philippines. Her beauty, grace, and iconic roles shaped the entertainment industry. Even as she aged, she remained a symbol of elegance and professionalism. Her death marked the end of a golden era in Filipino film. Nora Aunor. Just a few months later, on April 16th, 2025, the Philippines lost another legend, Nora Aunor, the superstar of Filipino cinema. She died from respiratory failure at 71, shortly after undergoing heart treatment. She was more than an actress. She was a national treasure. Her rise from poverty to stardom inspired millions. Her voice, her acting, her presence, everything about her felt larger than life. Her passing triggered national mourning, proving just how deeply she touched her people. Patricia Routledge. On October 3rd, 2025, the beloved star of Keeping Up Appearances, Patricia Routledge, passed away at 96. Her portrayal of Hyacinth Bucket became one of the most iconic comedic characters in British television. Her comedic timing, expressive delivery, and unique charm made her unforgettable. Even decades after the show ended, her clips continued to bring joy to millions. Her death felt like losing a familiar friend who always made us laugh. Kim Woodburn. Kim Woodburn, known for her bold personality and memorable TV moments, died on June 16, 2025 at age 83. Her no-nonsense attitude, sharp humor, and strong personality made her a household name. But behind her tough exterior, she was known by colleagues as deeply kind and caring. She was one of British television's most unique stars, and her loss was felt across generations of viewers. Bill Moyers. Bill Moyers, the respected American journalist and political commentator, passed away at 91 in 2025. He spent decades educating the public, asking tough questions, and diving into issues that shaped society. His calm, thoughtful style made him one of the most trusted voices in journalism. His death wasn't just the loss of a reporter, it was the loss of a conscience in American media. Loni Anderson. On August 3rd, 2025, actress Loni Anderson passed away just days before her 80th birthday. Known for her glamorous and charming presence on WKRP in Cincinnati, she became a television icon of the 1980s. Her beauty and charisma made her unforgettable, but her comedic timing made her beloved. She remained cherished by fans long after stepping away from the spotlight. If you like this video, subscribe for more videos.